And welcome along to the Live Day Show. If you have only just tuned in, James Levitt and Susan Vickers with you on what is a very wintry looking Monday afternoon right now. However, we're going to cheer you all up with some live music courtesy of our first guest who joins us in the studio today. We're really pleased to have him with us. As mentioned, he is a multi-instrumentalist, singer-songwriter, legend in general. Ash Sheehan joins us on the air. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank
How
you
are
for having
you?
me. Sound.
Great to have you here. So, we have been bigging you up throughout the day on WCR. You are a drummer for an international band called the Twang, which everyone knows about. Also the frontman of Dead Sea Skulls, drummer for Glenn Hughes, alter ego Grandstand Master Flash, and now a solo artist.
Yeah, well, keep it busy, do you know what I mean?
You've got it all going on, haven't you?
Yeah,
So,
why not?
How did it all begin for you? What, made all this happen and build up to where you are right now as a musician?
I've been a musician since when I can remember, since I was a kid, do you know what I mean? Since I was in the pram, a little tin whistle in the pram, and that's how it all started. Pots and pans, you know what I mean? And just bashing on everything that can make a noise.
And when we say multi-instrumentalist, you are, because you've been known to create a party purely based on just playing the drums, let alone a guitar and a microphone. You can get the party going with anything, can't you?
Well, I've been called a showman in my time, so.
So is music something that has always been something you want to do in life?
It's the only thing I've ever wanted to do, and I think it's the only thing I will ever do. You know what I mean? I could probably do a lot of other things, but I don't want to. Why should I? When I get so much enjoyment and fulfillment out of doing this, and it's, for me, what I do is not just like a hobby or something to earn money. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah,
I live it. Do you know what I mean? I live making music, playing music, traveling. Do you know what I mean? All off the back of my art, which is being a musician,
And it is safe to say, as a musician, you've done it all. You've been in the bands. You have also now really focused on yourself as a solo artist, haven't you?
Well, kind of, yeah. I mean, I got a few tunes which I've wrote, and I think they're good, and I think people should hear them. And it's just another string to the bow. It's I'm known for being a drummer. And I'm very proud of that, and that's what I am really. I'm a drummer, Not that I'm trying to be Phil Collins or anything like that, With all respect to him, but he's done all right. Do you know what I mean?
He certainly has.
Same as like Dave Grohl and all that. Do you know what I mean? Again, I'm not trying to make comparison, but you probably find that the drummer is the most talented man in the band half the time, but they stick him in the back.
I know. They should be at the front,
I'm not just talking for myself. I'm talking for a lot of drummers. You know what I mean?
They take the most space up as well, don't
but
they?
I'm kind of like an arrogant, loudmouth, big show off. Do you know what I mean? But if you can back it up. There's none of the above, is it? Do you know what I mean?
You win the crowd.
It's a show, isn't it? It's a show. So, anyways, I got some tunes, and I thought, well, why not get them out? Do you know what I mean? It's a thing that I need to do, that I want to do on a personal thing. So I thought, let's go and do it. So here we are.
So let's talk about the writing process. I ask this question each week, in and out, but it's not really about the writing process for you, the music process, because it's not always, in front of a microphone. As mentioned, it's on the drums.
Yeah.
You can be, playing anything. What goes into, your production? For
me, personally, I like a good melody and something that's, I like, in the sense of writing, for what I'm doing here now on an acoustic thing, I like kind of, like the folkish kind of element to it, but a bit of a punk element to it as well, where it's like, it's simple, it's direct, it's, it's not too complicated, it's not like a jazz thing, do you know what I mean? Even though we can play jazz and all that, but I like my tunes are like a few chords and a melody, do you know what I mean? But it's all about installing a vibe, and you get a feel, and and trying to change your mood, like, do you know what I mean? For the better most of the time, I'm not really one of these depressive kind of, my life's terrible and this and that, let's make a song. And no.
You have fun with it.
It's a
feel-good
enjoyment and uplifting and excitement, and a bit of kind of rowdy smash the place up, you know what I mean? That kind of vibe, you know what I mean?
So lots of instruments go into creating the Ash Sheehan musical sound.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the music that's out now. Let's talk about how people can find it and what they should expect from you if they haven't ever listened to you before.
Well, to be honest with you, I've got an unreleased EP which has been recorded, and it's kind of sat on the shelf for a few months or so, because I've been so busy touring. I've been out and touring the globe with Glenn Hughes, and been touring with the Twang and doing the Shed 7 tour as well. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of time has been taken up. We're still very busy, don't get me wrong, and the touring schedule is it's not slowing down at all. But I'm thinking, well, I want to fit things in, so this is what I'm doing, filling the gaps in a sense, But rather than just looking at it as a gap filler, it's got its own weight and importance of itself as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you've always got something else to be working on, haven't you?
Yeah, because I like to keep things fresh, you know what I mean? Because, you know, yesterday is yesterday and tomorrow is something to look forward to, you know what I mean? And what's coming next. I'm always looking forward rather than looking backwards, you know? So, you know, it's all right resting on your laurels, but, you know, you've got to be doing something new and being creative all the time. Do you know what I mean? To keep
You constantly need new ideas for new music, don't you?
I'm just like that, man. I'm just like, I want to keep things fresh and keep moving forward. So, you know, so this is why I'm writing, and I'm here getting interviewed today just to let people know that that's what's going on. Do you know what I mean?
He's certainly a busy boy, and as mentioned, the Twang, the band you are part of, you've just announced an acoustic tour, which is a big deal. Yeah,
you've probably got the dates in front of you. I don't know. Have you got the dates?
I haven't, but I believe my co-host Susan Vickers will have them in front of her.
Go on, Susan. Blatant plug, go on.
Okay. Oh, blimey, putting me under pressure here to find it again. Okay, it is. We have from March 22, London, Sunday 29, Manchester, April 5th, Birmingham, 12th, Glasgow, and the 19th in Gateshead.
Say the venues as well.
Yes, we'll put them all up on the Facebook page.
Fantastic, excellent.
There we are.
There's the blatant plug.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for getting that in.
So, for the people that do want to come and see you with the Twang on tour, how can they find out where you are on social media? Is there anywhere else they can
just put
check?
the Twang into Google and you'll find it all out. Do you know what I mean? It's it's just Google the Twang.
Make sure you do that.
Yeah,
can I just ask, Ash, because like you've said, you are immensely busy.
Yeah.
Twang, Glen, this, you're on tour.
Yeah.
How do you relax?
I don't.
Do you get any time to relax?
No.
He's constantly on the job.
Yeah,
it's a 24/7 lifestyle, Susan.
I am, and you may joke, but I am, because I love it. Because like I say, it's a lifestyle for me.
It's not a job, is it?
No, it's not. It's who I am. It's who I am. So I'm not just going to switch off being myself, am I? You know, when you wake up in the morning, first thing I want to do is pick up an instrument or go and do something that day, which is making music, creating, and do you know what I mean? It's like, what's the point of messing about, man? Do you know what I mean? If you love something, do it as much as you can, right?
Yeah. Who are you listening to then?
No one.
Oh, just
I listen to I listen to my mother.
Oh, okay.
I listen to her advice.
As all men
But
should.
you mean musically?
Musically, of course.
I'm guessing your mum is boss as well when it comes to the music.
She's the gaffer.
She'll tell you if it sounds good, won't she?
She's the gaffer, mate. She's the gaffer. She's the whole reason why I'm in the game, really, to be honest with you. Do you know what I mean? You know, with her support and all that, do you know what I mean? So I've got a lot to thank my mother for, and always have and always will.
Love it.
But
well,
I don't know, bands that I'm listening to, I don't know. I don't really take any notice. I just do my own thing, do you know what I mean? Ryan Evans is a good lad because I've just said hello to him in the studio across the road. So I'll give him
name
a
drop.
There's a lot of different bands who are great, and to be honest with you, I'm not saying that I don't listen to music. I do listen to music, do you know what I mean? A lot of stuff that I listen to you probably never heard of and you probably got no interest in, but do you know what I mean? It's conceptual jazz.
Either way, you're focused and
we're doing all right, man. We're doing all right.
Always on the ball. Ash Sheehan joins us in the studio, and very shortly we'll be performing live on WCR.
These are the best days of my life, and I'm hoping that I'll take you for my wife. Through all the troubles and the strife, yeah, I know it hurts and it cuts you like a knife. All alone, waiting by the phone, all alone, waiting for me to call. Yet I know that it may seem unkind. Yeah, you're out of sight, but you're never out of mind. Look at the pictures on my wall. Yeah, they don't mean this, they don't mean nothing at all. All that you gotta do is call, and I'll catch you every single time you fall. All alone, waiting by the phone. All alone, waiting for me to call. Yet I know that it may seem unkind. Yeah, you're out of sight, but you're never out of mind. These are the best days of my life, and I'm hoping that I'll take you for my wife. Through all the troubles and the strife, yet I know it hurts and I cut you like a knife. All alone, waiting by the phone. All alone, waiting for me to call. Yet I know that it may seem unkind. Yeah, you're out of sight, but you're never out of mind. Yeah, I know that it may seem unkind. Yeah, you're out of sight, but you're never out of mind. All right, this song's just got a little sentiment, and hopefully it's going to brighten up your day. Any problems? Don't worry about it. Let it roll on down the mountain. Let it roll into the sea. Oh, let it flow just like a fountain. Let it roll away with me. I don't care too much about all that stuff. Then again I do, oh yeah, alright. While I'm about, when I scream and shout, it's the love I have for you. Let it roll on down the mountain. Let it roll into the sea. Oh, let it flow just like a fountain. Let it roll away with me. I don't care too much about all that stuff. Then again I do, yeah. While I'm about, when I scream and shout, it's the love I have for you. Let it roll on down the mountain. Let it roll into the sea. Oh, let it flow just like a fountain. Let it roll away with me. Look into the heavens, oh bless me on this day. His goodness 4 and 7, it's 11 all the way. This I know for certain, it's the last of judgment days. But we will be together every day. Let it roll on down the mountain. Let it roll into the sea. Oh, let it flow just like a fountain. Let it roll away with me, yeah. Let it roll away with me.
If you have only just tuned in, we currently have the one and only Ash Sheehan live in session on WCRFM. Sounding fantastic for a Monday.
Thank you very much.
So, one word, Ash, which
Great.
I'm going to ask you now, which is often used to describe you, is unforgettable. Big statement. Does that ever put pressure on you as a musician?
No pressure at all, mate. No pressure at all.
That's what we like to hear.
No pressure.
So, in terms of plans for the rest of 2020, we know that you, as well as the band The Twang, have just announced an acoustic tour. Is there anything else that you want to achieve as a solo musician for 2020?
World domination. That'll do.
It's good enough for me.
Of course, aim high. You're never going to get disappointed, are you?
And again, people of Wolverhampton can find out more about you on social media.
Social media, just Google me and you'll find me. Ash Sheehan, SHEEHAN.
Or as Susan was telling me for the last 24 hours or so, Ash Sheehan.
Sheehan, oh mate, if my name was Sheehan, do you know what I mean? I'd be knocking on some fella's door, wouldn't I? All right, Ed, how are you, mate? You know what I mean?
Well, we are chuffed to have you in the studio with us today. Ash Sheehan joins us live on the air, and I believe my co-host wants to chuck in another little question.
Your voice is so rich.
Oh, thanks very much.
Do you do anything?
Smoke a lot of fags and stay up all night.
Drink a lot of
That's
beer.
the secret.
That's it.
That's right.
That's the
right,
truth,
yeah.
man. It's the truth. I don't really look after myself in that sense, you know.
I was telling James and everybody that I meet about you. This man can play the drum with his ear.
So I'm told.
and his forearm. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I got a few
You're
party
unique,
tricks.
Ash.
Oh, thank you very much.
They call him a multi-instrumentalist for a reason, and that is exactly why we've got him in the studio today, to show off what he can do on the guitar. Ash Sheehan is with us, and you've got one more to perform, haven't you, mate?
Yeah, well, I was asked to do a cover. I was asked to do a cover, and I'd like to do this one. It's an old Irish number, and I love the paddy tunes, I do, because they install, like, you know, fire in me, you know what I mean? It's like, they get you going, you know, so I'm going to play an old paddy tune, and it's a great tune, and shall I just play it? Yeah?
Let's do it. Over to you, Ash.
Her eyes, they shone like diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair torn over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. As I was strolling down Broadway, feeling not long for the stay, who should I see but this pretty fair maid come a-traipsing along the highway? She was both fair and handsome, her neck it was just like a swan, and her hair torn over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Get it up! Her eyes, they shone like diamonds. Come on, sing it up. You sing to us, queen of the land. And her hair torn over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. I took a stroll with this pretty fair maid, and the gentleman passing us by, well, I knew she meant the doing of him by the look in a roguish black eye. Her gold watch she took from his pocket, it was a Rolex, Dead Sea Skulls, and placed it right into my hand. And the very next thing that I noticed, I'd landed in Van Diemen's Land. Her eyes, they shone like diamonds, you'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair torn over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Before the judge and the jury, next morning I had to appear. The judge, he says to me, young man, your case it is proven clear. We'll give you 7 years penal servitude to be spent far away from the land, far away from your friends and relations, betrayed by the black velvet band. Get it up! Her eyes, they shone like diamonds, you'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair torn over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. For all the boys in Wolverhampton, this is a little message for you. All right, listen to this. So come on, ye jolly young fellows, a warning take by me. When you are out on the town, me boy, beware of the pretty colleen. They'll feed you with strong beer, me lad, till you are not able to stand. And the very next thing that you'll notice, you've landed in Van Diemen's Land. Get it up! Her eyes, they shone like diamonds. Come on, sing it. You'd think she was queen of the land. Last time. And her hair torn over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Come on, Dave. Her eyes, they shone like diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair drawn over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Come on, make some noise in the studio, come on. Hey! Big up Wolverhampton Town.
There we go. The one and only Ash Sheehan
Thank you
live
very much.
in session on WCRFM. Hand me the Guinness, Susan. I feel like I'm in Temple Bar right now.
Oh, Ash, can you come in every Monday and start the show with us, please?
You're paying, I'm playing, no problem.
Ash, thank you again so
thank
much
you
for
very much,
joining
thanks.
us.
God
One
bless.
more time, how can people find you?
You can find me you can Google me. That on Facebook. I mean, I think I got Twitter and all that. I'm just looking at James over there.
There's the Ash Sheehan documentary as well.
There's a documentary out on me on YouTube and all that. If you're interested in what it's all about.
He's a
If you just
superstar, this
We'll
one,
share
isn't
it.
he?
We'll share it on the page.
Ash, thank you so much for
Thank you
joining
so
us.
much. God bless you.